So boom! This thing is delayed. I don't know why it's delayed. It's lagging. God knows why it's lagging. Internet seems to be fine. Is the internet fine on yours?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, guys, what we're saying before we get into the nitty gritty, there's a couple of shows I've been recommended. I need to see what you men are saying. Has anyone seen Waterfront on Netflix? I need to watch Waterfront and I need to watch Animal Kingdom on Prime. Animal Kingdom's got like 5 seasons apparently. It's like Point Break, but a series. So yeah, I'll give it a go. It's only a friendly, no need to panic, Biggs. We're not even talking football yet, bro. It's some saying you Liverpool man need to relax. It's you lot, really. It's you lot. And expressions, and some United fans. Chelsea fans, I don't think give a rat's. Newcastle fans don't get. I think no one gives a rat's really, apart from a few Spurs man, United and Liverpool. Mainly Liverpool, though. It's weird. It is weird. Arsenal lost to Spurs in a friendly today. Keyword friendly, guys. I don't know why everyone is getting excited. Saw lobbed Raya. That's not good signs, by the way. Slow horses, I know you must be watching that. What's that? No, never heard of it. Only because you would. No, Callum, no. On the contrary, Callum, I was responding to Marvelous Marv's comments about Arsenal losing to AC Milan on penalties, but failing to mention Arsenal beating AC Milan in the game. So I was responding with the Liverpool video. That's why I made 2 videos about Liverpool, Cal. Because I was responding to, it was a response. Do you understand? I don't start things, Cal. It's you lot. It's you lot. I just finish it. I will get the last laugh because Ritz will not show up for you, man. He's too small. He won't be able to perform. A bit like Thiago Silva. Thiago was Alcantara, what his name is. Man said Silva. Thiago Alcantara, what a player he was. Wicked player. Technique that Liverpool had never seen the lights of days. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, trust me, watch Slow Horses, heavy program. Let's see, espionage, spook. What channel am I watching this on, Biggs? What channel is this? Does anyone watch BMF, by the way? Man said Ritz is like David Silva. Is that what I've just seen? I'm writing down Slow Horses. Is that what I've just seen? Is that what someone just said? Oh, Big said it as well, for fuck's sake. You should know by now, Marv chats the most. Listen, Cal. And you're a Liverpool fan. You know what I'm sending that into the group. Thanks, Cal. You know, evidence like that always goes far. Is that the right group? Let's see. Yeah, Dennis Thatcher. That's Marvelous Marv. Let's focus that up. Facts. So, man said David Silva was a technician, bro. He was a technician that we, you know what I mean? But we hardly seen the likes of Apple TV, dodgy. Sorry, what Apple TV is that? Apple TV? Yeah, we pay for Apple TV. I think we got. I'm not sure if we got Apple TV. If we haven't, we'll pay for it. We'll do that. We'll pay for Apple TV. We'll do that. I mean, if that's the only program on Apple TV, what about Severance? I need to watch Severance, don't I? Is that also on Apple TV? So I've got a reason. Because it can't just be for one show. But back to the Arsenal Spurs game. The only concern I have Well, I have two concerns. One's the internet hysteria, and the other one is that David Raya, what he was doing. I mean, Spurs must have looked at that. Sure, because that's the first thing that went through my head is that they've looked at that and they've seen that he's off his line a lot. So yeah. Why not? They said, why not? That doesn't look. That's not good to me. Have you watched Ritz this preseason? One game, and it was the one where he lost 4-2. I didn't really watch the game. It was highlights. Big fumble from him, to be honest. From who, Cal? From who? Ritz? Who are we talking about, Cal? Look at you, Liverpool lot in there. I've just realised there's two Liverpool man running to this one. Look at you, dogs. You've seen Arsenal win the title and you love it. You love it. We live rent free in your head. Raya, a big fumble. It is a big fumble. It is a big fumble. It's concerning a little bit because it's not the first time he's made mistakes like this. But how did that fall off?
Just fell off.
Okay. Well,
It comes just put back on.
But yeah. But in other news, Cunha and Mbeumo are out for United's next friendly. They're missing. Cunha needs a rest, fatigued. They said he's not world-class keeper. Let's be honest, he's not a world-class goalkeeper, but he's a very, 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 very good goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper. Solid, rock solid, fantastic positional play. The best I think I've seen personally since David Seaman. Positional play out of this world. Distribution also, like the way he comes and collects that ball. I haven't seen that since the likes of, again, David Seaman. So for me, and David Seaman for me was my best favourite ever goalkeeper. Ever. In the world. Better than any goalkeeper. That's the goalkeeper I would have. He might not have been the greatest shot stopper, but he was a great shot stopper. He might not have been the most agile, but he was agile when he needed to be. But his positional play and his distribution was second to none. And I think David Raya has that also in his locker, and he ain't got to be a world-class goalkeeper to because let's be real, like Jens Lehmann wasn't world-class again, but his character was world-class, and his ability was very good. So, and some people don't think things world-class. Seaman will get replaced after this season, I think, with what, Kepa? Is Saka injured? Saka took a little knock, but we will see. We will see. Judging from the picture, it doesn't look good from the picture. And it's only 2 weeks until season starts, so I don't know. I don't know what to say regarding that because we need him and we need him fit and we need him to go on another 98-game run like he did a few seasons back, which is probably contributing to him being injured so much now. But when I mean the 98-game run, I mean him to be available. He doesn't have to go on a 98-game run, but I don't need to see him play in the third round of the Carling Cup. I don't need to see him play in the fourth round of the Carling Cup. I don't need to see him play in the third round, fourth round, fifth round of the FA Cup, even quarters if we can get away with it. Do you know what I'm saying? That we need to see him throughout the whole league campaign, the whole Champions League, apart from the last 2 games where we've qualified. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where you got to start being clever now, Arteta. All this playing him in the third round against Plymouth Argyle, I don't know. I'm not having it. Now that needs to stop. Or playing him in a quarterfinals of a Coca-Cola Cup. Like, do me a fucking favour. I don't want to see that next season. And that's how he gets injured in the end. Because he's playing pointless games like that. But I just need him to be available for games like that. Not even on the bench. Just, he's fit, but he's being rested today. Boom. Because the squad is adequate enough to do so. And I'm ranting. I'm venting. Distribution is top draw. Shot stopping, not so much. Yeah. It's not so much. He's not an Allison and he's not an Edison, so to speak. That Allison for me is the best in the Premier League still. I don't care what anybody says. For me, even though he didn't win Golden Gloves again, Raya won it 2 years in a row. We can't underestimate that and poo-poo that like it's nothing. Because to win 2 Golden Gloves, that's no joke. You must be good at your job. However, Allison for me is shot stopping. Bargain fabulous. They'll be sold this season. About to see the best LFC and the best Arsenal we've seen for 10 years. Agree. What about this Man City team, Callum? Because I feel like a lot of people, not a lot of people, Arsenal fans are underestimating. This is the funny thing. Arsenal fans are underestimating Man City. Man City underestimating Arsenal. Liverpool underestimating Arsenal, and all the media lovies pitting Liverpool against Man City. So there's a little triangle going on. But I think this version of Man City that we're about to see could be the best Man City we've seen. It's going to be different. But I think this one, is painting a masterpiece. You see what it is for me. What does it for me? It's the combination of Cherokee, Mamouche, and Haaland. That three there scares me. Haaland's the best striker in the league in the world. Facts, hands down. Let's not pick no bones about it. He might touch the ball. Like I said the other day, he can touch the ball 9 times and score 4 goals. And that's what I want from my lump. He ain't Henry. He ain't Suarez. He's an old school Forgin, Alan Shearer style. Goals galore. I don't care what your interplay is like. I don't care. I just need you to be ruthless in front of goal. And that's the maddest thing as well. His finishing is not of the level of a Van Persie, but it's his relentlessness, his ruthlessness, and his ability, because he's got fantastic ability as well, but he hasn't got that sweet left foot like a Van Persie, but he's got a great left foot. He's just a specimen, absolute specimen. I didn't watch the game. Brief summary, shite, Nicholas. That's what the brief summary is. I didn't watch it either, to be fair. Drop a like, people. Yes, we got Arteta is a loser. So are you for backing him, Chuck? In the building. Big up, Laka. Love, bro. Didn't watch the game either. No. Do I know the score? Do you want to know the score? We lost 1-0, bro. We know the score now. I'm not too scared of this City. See, that's what I'm saying, Cal. This City team, bro. This City team is going to be. It's going to be. They can always. No, it's not going to be. They can always be. This one here, with the Cherokee. I don't know what they're going to play, but with Cherokee, Mamouche, and Haaland, that three that with Rodri back in the side, bro. Remember, Rodri's the linear Ballon d'Or winner. City resurgence, I believe so. Tyrese, we're saying, baby, Liverpool won't be good next season unless they get Isak. Ekiteke will flop. You think Ekiteke will flop? Yeah, in the background, Kate. Liverpool and City will be better than Arsenal. Hands down. Don't be silly, man, boy. Don't be silly. Arsenal are doing madness, so you're going to surprise. Watch Medawaki. I'm telling you, watch Nomri. Tyrese, we won the league without a top striker. Cal, it's not about that, though. You had where you didn't have a striker, you supplemented that with Mo Salah's exceptional season. This is funny because Gunga made Baker made a observation that Salah's exceptional season is the reason why Liverpool won the league. I beg to differ, because there's another set of stats floating about. Because if you look at Salah's seasons, this is one of his greatest returns, if not his greatest return for Liverpool. So it was better than last season and the season before that and the season before that by 10 goals and probably 10 assists. That's 20. But Liverpool only needed 84 points to win the league. They only got 82 the season before that, and they got 84 this season. So that just shows you that they were the most consistent team over the last 2 seasons, and that's all it took. It didn't take a monumental effort from Liverpool to win the league because they won it with 84 points, and that 84 points. I know this is where Arteta came in, and this way he said he's madness, but it's the way he delivered it. That gets you third in the last 2 seasons. That's but Liverpool managed to stay consistent. But if you actually and look at the statistics, Arsenal went up every 4 years in a row, basically, and no team's ever done 5. And I think that was the same for City as well. So it was a natural drop off, and also a cycle change. But also that's not an excuse because even with those stats, these stats records or whatever, they're there to be broken. And City gave us the opportunity to break it, and we let Liverpool win it. I'm just giving you the facts, but I'm giving you the context. Sorry, but the fact of the matter is, if you went and bought Glockeres last summer, like I said on Football Fogging Fico or a Sheshko, you get any one of those 2 next season, you win the league, bro. But no, you fogged up and you end up doing a madness. And then we're playing Mikel Merino up front. No disrespect to Mikel Merino, done a fantastic job. But you know what I'm saying? All mad. Hope Glockeres does with number 14 justice. Since Omri, we've had Theo, Uber, and Nketiah in that jersey. Yeah, Theo was good. Aubameyang was fantastic for 2 seasons and done it justice, but the other 2 seasons were an absolute fog and disgrace. And then that disgrace continued on to Nketiah, who was an absolute fog and disgrace. As much as I love you, Nketiah, you're a great bloke. Arsenal hailing forever. But there's levels to this game, bro. And I know you know that. You know that. What's going on here? Hold on, guys. I don't know how. The one part of where this. Hold on. By the way, is anyone watching Unreal on Netflix? That's what I'm watching. Unreal. I like it. Still, the WWE thing. People need to relax, but sometimes he looks clueless. I'm talking about Ray. Me too, Nick. He looks like Dave Chappelle imitating. For fuck's best Arsenal centre half pairing you've seen: Adams, Keown, Bold, Sol Campbell, Colo, Saliba, Gabby. It's a tough one because they're all quality. They're all fogging quality. You see the first one with Adams, Keown, Bold, which you could even put Campbell in there because Campbell played with Adams and he played with Keown. That was sensational. It was like Adams' last season. It was scary, bruv. Adams played like 12 games. It was scary. Adams and Campbell was scary. Like, it was scary. And Adams Keown was scary too, but Colo was a younger version, more tamed attitude than Keown, but it was the same style of baller, quick, strong, aggressive. But his aggression was more mannered and more matured, even though he was younger than Keown. Keown was just a raging bull. Keown was. That's a very good question, Nick. Because then you get what you get today is a version of a Tony Adams light in Saliba and a Martin Keown, Sol Campbell light in Gabby. Like they're light versions of those guys, and I don't know. I can't even call it because for me, any one of them can win you a league title. Or these like. The thing is, Adams, Keown, Bold won league title. Sol Campbell won league title. Adams and Colo and Keown. Saliba, Gabby are yet to win anything. That's the only thing that's against them. So that I would have to go with the other two for now. But in terms of raw ability, I think they're all. It's just beautiful to have. If I could pick, that's the thing. I couldn't even pick. Like Adams has to be in it, and Campbell has to be my defenders. But then so does Saliba, and so does Gabby from his performances this season. But then so does Keown, and so does. That's what I'm saying. I can't even pick because see when we had Martin Keown, I thought that we couldn't lose, bruv. When we had Martin Keown and Sol Campbell, I thought we couldn't lose. Rajit, what are you saying, broski? What do you think of United getting Cunha? I think that's actually good. Shall I tell you something? Me and Kendog are having a discussion with Marvelous Marv, which ain't going too well. We've been having it for the last 2 weeks, and Kendog put forward a debate that Man United have made better signings. This is before Ekiteke. No, I think he said it with Ekiteke. So he said Man United have had a better transfer window in signing Cunha and Embuemo rather than Liverpool's Frimpong, Kirkes, Ritz, who's the other one? Ekiteki. And shall I tell you why I said that? Because he says Cunha and Embuemo are the top wingers in the country right now, and they also are guaranteed success because they are Premier League made. I don't know what you lot think of that, but let me know what you think of that. We're financially stable for once. Splash the cash for Isak. 14. Wash out Eddie Nketiah's tie. Listen, we ain't strapped like that, bruv. We ain't strapped like that for cash. Not like that. What have we seen? Not seen what we've done in the transfer window. We've spent like what 200 mil, but we've bought steady Eddie, bruv. We ain't gone crazy. Like Zubi Mendy, 52 million. That's gonna look like a snip because it's gonna be worth like 130 million. Glockores is gonna bang. 65 million is gonna look like a snip. Do you know what I mean? We've done great business, but we ain't got the money to go and splash out Isak, and Isak don't make sense. I mean, it would make sense. I mean, we just have a front three of Isak. No, I might say a front three there. I was gonna say Isak. Yeah, you could have a front three: Isak, Glockores, and Saka. That's it. Boom. Pooh. 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 Two of it. Chris, if United beat Arsenal on the first day, we want to see a podcast with the cheeky boys, Joaquim. You probably will get a podcast that day if that happens. I guarantee you. I guarantee them skunks will be up in this group, bruv. Trust me. Slot's tactics and man management differ from Klopp's, with Salah's goals and increased fitness. One LFC, the league prior 2 seasons under Klopp, were 10 to 20 points behind Slot's. Jurgen Klopp finished with 82 points last season, and the season before, and last season Arne Slot's team finished with 84 points. They done everything. All the numbers are almost the same. I think they won one more game than they did the season prior. So it was a big, and it was the only thing that was the maddest thing was the big drop off from Arsenal, Man City, who both finished on, I think it was 89 and 91 points, and both ended on 71 and 76. That's a massive drop off. That is an absolute massive drop off. But this Liverpool team will be competitive for another 2 seasons. That's what it would have been if in the cycle, in the natural cycle, but they've had to break it up a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see where I go on. What are we thinking about Cunha, Sesko, and Broma front three? Great. That's a fantastic front three for me. That's a good front three. But what about the rest of the team? The rest of the team is absolute shite, absolute dross. Respect, Slot, top manager, decent manager. I don't know if he's top manager just yet. We'll see. I remember you speaking up Eddie like he was the city. Hey, listen, I was hoping Eddie was. I know I never spoke up Eddie like he was the second coming, never. But I was hoping Hale and Styly he might have done something, but he was shy. I watched the Arsenal preseason game. I don't know if Arteta is still too rigid or if Odegaard has fallen off. Havertz changed from last season. I haven't changed from last season. I've read Havertz, you know. I think it's a bit of both. That's why we need to get Eberisha in to shake that shit up. Arteta leaving our squad thin last year had a devastating ripple effect on this team. Saka, Gabriel, and Havertz tearing their hamstrings due to being overplayed, overworked, has set us back. Grant John, interesting. Grant John, nice to meet you, fella. I'll take it you're an Arsenal fan. That is interesting take there. Chris, would you take Mr. Wenger back as a Arsenal manager? If I would love to. Imagine Arsene Wenger and Max Dowman and Saka, and he would have never let Smith Rowe go. And, oh man, and we'd have had a top striker 3 years ago. Who would we have brought? We'd have brought Isak. Would have had Isak, and now would have been talking about him leaving Arsenal with 3 years left in his contract to go to Madrid or something because he's banged in 34 goals in the league 3 seasons in a row. Arsenal have won 2 league titles. It's all looking mad. That's what it would have been. It feels like the level of centre-backs overall have fallen off in recent years. Yes, I agree. But the ones that mentioned, and Verge for me is a generational. It's weird because he was a late bloomer and he became this generational talent late. So he's not really generational, but he became generational. Like his impact and his ability is second to none. Absolute second to none. Salah's increased fitness was down to Slot not making Salah trap back like Klopp had him doing. And that's what Arteta makes Martinelli and Saka do. And that's why their numbers are depleted. Even though Saka still puts up decent numbers, to be fair. How far back am I? What's going on? I can't see the comment. Where's the comment gone? There we go. What's Grant saying? These players will take a while to get back to playing the way they were pre-injury. I forgot about Timber, who should never have played the amount of football he had to play because White was fogging injured and Tomiyasu was fogging injured. I would definitely take Wenger. Imagine Wenger with 1.1 billion over 6 seasons. Jesus Christ, bro. Martinelli needs to be sold, and we need to get a proper left winger in. It's time to be ruthless. Forget the sentiment. We need killers up front. Get Eze in ASAP without a few more players. And I think we need to get rid of Trossard 100%. I think we got the left winger in with Noni, to be fair. Chris, we want to see the cheeky sport back before United, Arsenal. Raj, I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it. I've been in negotiations with them. You know what, Raj? Let's put pressure. I like that, Raj. Good. Let's put pressure on the man, them. Let's put some pressure on the man, them. Good, Raj. Good. Let's put pressure on the man, them. Arsenal are still Prem. Arsenal All-Star Prem. Seaman, Lee Dixon, Sol, Adams, Cashley, Vieira, Fabregas, Pires, Saka, Henry, Bergkamp. I can't really do one because there's too many. Okay, Seaman definitely. Right back. I'm gonna go with Lauren right back. Adams, Campbell, Cash, Vieira, Cesc, Pires, Bergkamp, Henry, Ian Wright, Sanchez on the bench, Van Persie on the bench, Ray Parlour on the bench, Martin Keown on the bench, Torre on the bench, Ozil on the bench. I need Ozil. I need that magic. That's mine. It's a tough one. Ken Dog chatting. Absolute shite again. United and Arsenal have had ish windows. Zubi Mendes is average. What? Glockeres is the only good sign. Wow, man said Zubi's ish, you know. Come on, man. You're better than this. Arteta is a loser. BK, where have you been, baby? We're closing the gap, Unc. Donnarumma and Seska. Hey, listen, guys, we've got BK back in the building. My man, where you been, baby? Where you fucking been, boy? Crystal Palace, good to have you back, BK. Crystal Palace will beat Liverpool in the community. Oh, they got Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. Arnie Slot gonna get exposed this season. I hope so, Tyrese. I hope you're right, my guy. Laka, game week 35 when Slot won the league. He had more points at that stage than Arteta or Klopp had game week 35. Yeah, it don't mean nothing, bro. Your cousin Zizou says hi. According to Arsenal fans, Gabriel is better than Nesta. No chance. You know what? Them Arsenal fans ain't real Arsenal fans. They're nutters. Arsenal liked all the techie ballers. None of this Haaland and Highland athlete forward with no tech. I agree. Laka, you have fallen for the Arteta-less of a club PR. What do you mean? we finish 1 more point. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, bro. Anyway, I'm locking off. I've given you half an hour. I'm locking off. Anyway, be back on tomorrow. Season starts soon because tomorrow's August. That's why I thought I'd give you a bit extra today. When we see it released, Wenger had Sanchez, Ozil, Ramsey, Cazorla all balling out. Loki only Pep Magic Legacy. Oh, imagine if they were all fit, bro. Saka isn't even better than Sanchez, let alone Wiltord. He's better than Wiltord, bro. Rooney should be in the All-Star Arsenal team, by the way. I'ma always be here. You go on too late, work and all that. Okay, say no more. I'm gonna get on earlier, bro. Zubimendi is average, not ish, a steady Eddie. Wowza. Big up Lacquer Chris and the chat. Wowza Spurs. What are you saying? That win was too easy. We need a real test. Yeah, you do, to be fair. You do. If you had to rank in Prem only, Santi, Modric, what we're talking about? We're talking about ability. Well, it goes Santi, Alonso, Carrick, Modric for me. If we're talking ability, Santi was out of this world, bro. Let's go live and talk Saturday night, Unks. We can do that. I did that last week. I did a call-in. Hope the ball back Frank. Frank's a good manager, man. He'll do well for you. Get the link. Get the likes up. I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. Anyway, tomorrow, Friday. Let's go. Let's get cracking. And the weekend. Ooh.